side. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the SMU Mustangs offense going to get the chance to start this game off. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And
he's going for it all. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Under fire. He's going to take off. Made a defender miss. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires downfield. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop. So the Wyoming Cowboys offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All right, guys, let's chat a little Wyoming. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. Three-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars, and now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
And the Cowboys have it in scoring position on first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Anderson wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming. Quick strike through the air for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, third and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, five-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They'll give it to Johnson. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Has to get there to move the sticks. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. The run to the right. Got enough for the first. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Back to throw. It's Jennings. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. This time he's got his man. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Breaks it and into the end zone. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, SMU. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Henderson will throw. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
He makes a catch. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
The Cowboys in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the left side. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. He tries to take the top off. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. The Mustangs want to pick up the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Mustangs are in a mess here on third and a mile. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Defense looks like they're coming. It's complete to the right. At the 35, he's open. Gashing the deal, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wyoming!
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Jennings. Turns it loose. It's complete. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Off play action on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of it.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive 1st down play.
And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. Anderson wants to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First play of the drive comes from the 41. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, SMU. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Cowboys, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And they can't make the connection.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right. Absolutely. Slide. Don't take the extra punishment. Just give up on the play.
This quarterback part of their running game. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. The handoff to Johnson. A relatively short but effective gain. He's out of bounds at the 11. And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get it.
Wide open spaces. Inside the 30. He's at the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground. Spins away from the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Backed up now, here's second and long. Anderson will throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Cowboys will punt this one away. He'll take it on the return. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Under fire. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In the scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their...
He's got it inside the 25. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The play action fakes. Fires to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, SMU!
And the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Anderson wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, very few venues provide a better stage than Sun Bowl Stadium as we bring you this first half update of the Sun Bowl from El Paso. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half of the Sun Bowl.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Mustangs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. It's sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room.
There he goes! Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The Cowboys, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Anderson will throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Wants to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown Mustangs! And the stomping has commenced. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Got his man downfield. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Van Dyke. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. He'll start this drive firing. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here's the return. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got it in the middle, it's Hudson. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. They'll try it over the left side. Turning it on. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try the right side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gives you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Scanning the field, it's Van Dyke. And he'll run it into the end giving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
The give on the inside. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you've sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
This one's complete. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Cowboys come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll sneak it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield, it's Sargent. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Scott. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Rush is on him. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. Lets it fly. And that one's going to be incomplete. I don't think he got a foot down along the back of the end zone. Man down on the... And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the the fourth quarter. Let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Looking for more room. Past the 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown Mustangs. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give on the option. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Pocket breaking down. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. The Cowboys will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Van Dyke. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Fighting off the defender. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Another fourth down try for this offense. They're 2 for 4 so far in this one. Sends it downfield. Makes the grab. Got the conversion and still going. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. Fitted in the window for the score.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Back to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll haul it in right around the logo. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them.
On the double.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. The Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bean. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He's in open space downfield. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. And the Cowboys need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And here comes the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. To the air, it's Hawkins. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll go to the ground, and this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Mustangs racing to the line in a hurry up. Finds his back in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Off the play fake. Shoots it to the left. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on down. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll give it to the back. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Read option. He'll keep it to the right. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 20. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. He gets a block. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He's got an open man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. With the clock running, this should be the final play.
Good enough for first down.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.
down.